Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Tori here on a very beautiful morning. I was super excited to grab my coffee and just head outside. This warm weather has me craving a spring garden a little early, I know, but I just can't help myself. I've been doing some planning and I've been excited to add some new features to the garden come spring. I knew it would take some time and effort and some help here to get things going. I'm super excited to be partnering with Landguard in today's video. They sent over 2 of their 6x3x1 galvanized steel garden beds, and it's funny because if you remember my garden in Colorado, it was adorned with 2 Landguard ovals just like this, and they grew some of the best petunias and tomatoes I've ever had. So I was very excited that they reached out. I easily put these together with all 3 kids outside with me, and then it did get a bit cold, so I put the second one together inside. Again, they are so easy to put together and they're sturdy. I've used these in the past and I just love that there's that durability, but you can also trust that they will last season by season. It was funny when I looked back at some messages with my neighbor, those garden beds were still intact 4 years later from when I bought them, and Colorado has survived some very harsh winters, so I'm excited to put it to the test when it comes to Pennsylvania weather. But as you can see, I have both kids here just handing me these screws, and I confidently could tell you that my older child could have done this on her own. I will say some of the edges are sharp, so it's something that you have to look out for, but I'm excited to get to planting. As you know, I started my own indoor compost, so I'm excited to get that into my soil, and I'm hoping that these open bottom beds will serve as a really good marker in my garden for some of those plants that need a deeper root. So again, I've grown tomatoes in these garden boxes before, and they have been some of the best I've ever had and I've ever tasted, and I'm just really pumped to get these set up. So Landguard does have an upgraded quality and structure, and the raised beds are for outdoor use, and they're made of Q195 galvanized metal sheet, and they're double layer anti-corrosion galvanized and an oval structure design. So if you've been here for a little bit, you know that I did start some seeds inside, and I intentionally started some lettuce seeds and some January vegetables that can go outside in my grow zone. So check that out if you need to. I always advise starting them inside instead of outside. And then I'm going to transfer them and put a cold frame on top of the oval. I do have some old windows that I could use, but they're a bit heavy for this structure, although it is very sturdy. I'm going to just create a little plexiglass insulated oval, and stay tuned for that. I can't wait to get some dirt into these ovals and transfer some of my January vegetables. But I have some Swiss chard in there. I have some lettuce, some kale. I do have carrots, and it's just something that I wanted to try out. I'm confident that these ovals can handle a carrot. They do need some roots, and I'm interested to see if root vegetables will work in here. As you see, we are on quite a slope, so my goal with this property is to really set a time and a day to just really plan out what the garden will look like on the hill. We are going to try and terrace garden. So I have these on a slant right now, but later in the day, I put some bricks underneath it just to level it out. And I really think that is the direction I'm going. Not something as permanent, but with these oval structures, it gives me that option to move them around if I need to. I will have everything in the description box if you want to get your hands on these. They are super affordable. They come in really fun colors, and I'm just excited to get my hands dirty and start planting our family's food again.
I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over.
The day started to get a little chillier and we desperately needed some groceries. So if you are here for the grocery haul, welcome. It is budget friendly. We are a family of 6, although my 5-month-old is starting on foods, and you will see some of the things that I like to incorporate into our diet. I put us at a budget of right around $100 this week, and we came in around 70. So as you can see by all these stickers, we shopped a lot of the sales, and really that's what's been getting us by. That and an incredible amount of the leftovers that we froze. So starting strong, we have some of the tender tip stew meat. We honestly could probably eat 2 of these, but it is a treat, and when I am filling up on this, I do like to serve it with a starchy vegetable and another carb, just to stock up on that. And then this is the chicken that we got this week. They are bone-in thighs, 50% off, so it came down to like $2.15. You can't beat it, and it's good chicken. We have some ground beef for later on in the week, and then my husband did get some of these chocolates for work. He likes some of that dark chocolate. There are so many of them at the store. I just don't have the attention to go through and see what I would like, but I'm a dark chocolate girl for sure. I did get some lunch meat and cheese for sandwiches this week, and I did find these buns for 50% off, so that's a good deal. My kids like these for sandwiches, but we could do some salmon burgers with them, or even tuna salad sandwiches. And then my daughters love having mini sandwiches, so those dinner rolls were 50% off, bringing them down to $2.25. I did need cream cheese for a recipe, and it could be savory, so I found this veggie dip. I didn't need too much cream cheese. I just wanted to put it on top of some chicken, so I grabbed that, and then we used the veggies for a salad. The girls wanted a whoopie pie, so I gave in. It's a peanut butter whoopie pie. I get why. They are delicious. So that was $1. My daughter loves dates, so I got some pitted dates, and we got some watermelon. I really don't like out of season items, but sometimes I just can't say no to the girls when they're with me at the grocery store. We have some vegetable crackers and some animal crackers. My husband likes to pick them up for the girls and my son too, for car rides and whatnot. I found some of these cookies and cream cookies for my husband, 50% off, laundry list of ingredients, but I figured he could put 1 or 2 in there. It's not something we would typically buy because they are $8, but they were 50% off. I did find these noodles, and I thought it would be good for halushki, but then use the other half of it for beef and noodles. So like ground beef, like kind of like a stroganoff, if you will, and maybe throw in some cabbage and make it super hearty. And that is where the coleslaw mix comes into play. The large cabbages are a little bit more expensive, and honestly, after shredding both of them, they're pretty much the same size, and this was 50% cheaper. My husband likes the black cherry soda and root beer, so it's made with cane sugar, but again, it has that caramel coloring. I mean, it's better than regular, but we can get that at the store. And then we did get some beef marrow bones, and that is the start of my 5-month-old and his food. I'm excited to get him started with that. We tend to follow the ancestral diet, so a lot of healthy fats, a lot of bone broths and animal products, and it's worked out for us. And then I did score a phone number to a little private goat and sheep's milk donor. And yeah, I was told not to share that with anyone, so I can't share it with you, but I'm excited to get us some raw sheep's milk. We have some honey sticks and some fresh peanut butter, and that was pretty much it. We didn't need much. While we were out, though, we did end up getting some water. We'd like to get like maybe 10 more of these, and they're so inexpensive. I always have them linked in my Amazon store. I think they're like $9.99 for 4 cubes if you collect spring water like I do. And then we got potatoes. If you're on the other channel, I picked those up. They were $3.99. So we're having a lot of potatoes, and we're having a lot of leftovers. I did want to show you an example of those tender tips. I just cook them up like I would a steak, Worcestershire sauce, some zucchini, onions, and then I do scallop potatoes. Then I was just showing you another dinner we have. I've been doing this lately, just kind of showing you clips of what we have, and then if you want the recipe, you just ask me and I will type it out for you. But big salads are awesome, and you can fit in a lot of protein. I put peas in there, I put potatoes, sometimes I put chicken, cheese, homemade ranch, and then we pair it with a starchy side. So There's layers of scalloped potatoes in here. There's some dill. There's zucchini. Sometimes I put carrots, sweet potato, but I really just try and bulk it up. And then I did want to show you, I got that warming mat a couple of videos back, and I wanted to show you how it works. My sweet cousin here is showcasing it for me, but you just turn it up, and then the bottom is really how it grips, and they put pizza and wings on it, but I totally forgot to show you guys how this thing actually worked. I just unboxed it, so I've been loving it. I think it would be fun for warming bread or letting bread rise, or you could use it for its actual function and warm your food, but I didn't want to throw this in here just so you could see. The next night we did end up having soup, and I did broccoli cheddar, and then I put some potatoes in there once again. I feel like we had potatoes every day this week, but no one complained, and I love it. They're so versatile, but it is really easy to bulk up meals, and potatoes aren't absolutely horrible for you. They do have some good vitamins. So we did that, and then I did some bacon bits, and I'm just warming it up for the kids. I am lucky that the kids love leftovers just as much as I do, and then I just serve it with some bread and go from there. You could also serve this over a baked potato, or sometimes I serve it over chicken. I mix it in with rice, but I use soup a lot in different dishes, and I can't wait to maybe dive into freeze drying, because I think this would be really great to put in some Mylar bags for emergency meals. That could be a dried meal that you serve with beans, or a dried meal that you just, you know, get back to its original state. And stay tuned. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure if I'm ready to start freeze drying, but if any of you have one, let me know. And then the second half of the week, we did the rest of the tender tips, and I just gave that as a beef stew to the kids with some of that Annie's Velveeta-ish looking mac and cheese that I got from Sharp Shopper for like 25 cents. Another night we did grilled cheeses with cucumbers and homemade ranch. We did some apples with Ceylon cinnamon, and then I had a sushi bowl, so I just did rice, and then I mixed it with some tuna, sriracha, and mayo, a little bit of cucumber, and it was absolutely delicious. And then the last two nights we just ended up doing some soup. So I did do the chicken noodle soup, and I made it stretch a day or two after that by just adding more broth and then more noodles. But the third night I added white beans, and it was still just as delicious, if not more. I love when soup sets like that. And I was excited to have a meal stretch that long. And then the last night I just did some tortillas with gluten-free chicken nuggets, and then we just loaded them up and had some homemade fries and went from there. It was a good week of meals, saving money, and I was happy to share it with all of you. Make sure to check out Landguard. I will have everything in the description box down below. Again, very excited for garden season, and I'm happy to share them with you. They are so affordable, and they are a trustworthy galvanized steel. So if you are looking into the future of your gardening journey and you want something more of a raised bed style, that's definitely where I'm going to head towards. Landguard is offering my viewers 15% off by using the code TORY15, so make sure you use that at checkout. As always, stay adventurous, stay creative, and I'll catch you soon. Bye, y'all.